Sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. My stream just bugged out once again. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, let's continue. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. If it's a literature event, sorry. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. I find myself smiling. Oops. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies this unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not so very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of this doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking around all over here. Oh. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my fingers. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh no, we're not reading that. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that? Why is it a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you would take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little bit earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed a little bit earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better than taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Okay. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Lynn, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel this unenthusiastic, but Sayori still tossed away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I didn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Hey,
Yeah?
did you feed Gucci already?
Feed?
Did you feed him?
It's only 6:32.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I needed to feed my dog, but it's early. Too early. Good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Maybe because I have no idea what I like either. Than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Lynn poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm really not into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lynn. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something really good, only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. Let's see about that. Ends in the morning and makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to keep me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away on a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But now I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it? No. Just a little bit? You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I'll look forward to it. I'm thinking Yuri and then Natsuki because she has a little bit of a temper, so... Yuri time! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot how to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. What do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, though. After reading through it, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri brushes her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is style and the expression. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, I love her handwriting. I'm lost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. This. The lights flicker, I flicker back. Honestly, that's nice, even though I can't read some of it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think handwriting is pretty. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something. A little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, then. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over at all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and express experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm definitely like Natsuki. I know Yuri said that she's biased, but honestly, I want it. I want to. Right now, I want to. Just wait a second. I just need to do something really quickly. There you go. Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it was not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh my goodness. My freaking mic. Because I keep crouching down to... My goodness. Please, just stay on. Finally, jeez. All right. better. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the words played. It set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last. Hey Lynn, having a good time so far? Yeah. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'm here. Of course I'll be afraid to bring these up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lynn. You're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? With that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. But that's so. You and Sayori are really good friends.
Hello. There's pizza downstairs waiting if you want it.
There's a delivery downstairs. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But anyways, Sayori's case of writing has a kind of gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone would be so happy and enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's just totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. What? And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not even good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. See the direction, the spackle in this image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Oh, this is actually really creative. So what do you think? It's very freeform, you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better with friends each other? I don't know. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a specific point. This really helps me as a writer, like actually. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I had anticipated. It says if everyone is, whatever that is, writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh.